Do you have any questions, or do you have any follow-up questions for me? Imagine you're a recruiter and you've interviewed 5, 6, maybe 7, maybe 10 people for a position, and 8 of them said, no, I don't have any follow-up questions, but one person said, yes, I do, and here they are. And then you get into this really great discussion about the job and what the job would entail. That person's gonna stand out to you.
Hey, what's up? My name is Whitney. I have many passions. I call them my Passioniplets, and career management's one of them.
I've been on many different interviews over the years, but they've all ended the exact same way. The hiring manager or recruiter asks me, do you have any questions for me? Or do you have any follow-up questions? That may seem like a simple question, but when you're in the interview and you've had this long conversation and everything's been happening, you might, by mistake, answer with just, no, I'm good, thank you so much. And that is not how you want to answer. But don't worry, because I want to help you answer this question so that you look like the best candidate and you're going to get some valuable information. So let's dive right in and talk about how to answer, do you have any questions, or do you have any follow-up questions for me? Before I share with you how I like to answer this question, I want to go over some ways that I feel like are not a great way to answer the question, because I think it's important to know what not to do when you're trying to figure out what to do. The first thing I would avoid, I already mentioned a little bit, saying I have no questions at all is not how you want to answer that question. It's almost like a waste of time if you just say no, because you could definitely be getting some very valuable information by asking a follow-up question. The other thing to avoid doing is asking any questions that could be deemed inappropriate or offensive. Obviously, you're going to be in a job interview, so you want to come off as professional but relatable at the same time. If you wouldn't talk about it at work, you shouldn't ask the question in an interview. So if you can avoid doing those 2 things that I said, you're going to be perfect. So how to answer, do you have any questions, or do you have any follow-up questions for me? I have 3 specific ways that I like to approach this question. The first way I like to approach answering this question is to use a question that I may have thought of during the interview. So when you're interviewing, you talk about so many different things, but you might actually have questions that pop up into your head. What I like to do is try and retain those, like throw them in my pocket, and then keep them, and then at the end when they ask me, do you have any follow-up questions, that's when I answer the question, or that's when I ask the question that I was thinking of while we were talking about the position. My second way that I like to go about answering this question is to ask what my average day would be like in this position. Asking that question is great because 1, it conveys interest. It shows that you want to know more about the position. 2, it could get you some more information, like a rundown of what your average day would be like in that position, which might provoke more questions, which will continue the conversation and make you stand out because you've been more relatable and you've shown interest. And it gives you the opportunity to discuss how you would handle or take on a specific task that is part of this job. If you're interviewing with the direct person you're going to be working under, you can strategize together and start to plan out what you would be doing if you got the position, which is just going to make them visualize you in the position already. If you can converse with them and strategize and relate to each other and think about things together and work together in the interview, it's going to show that you'd be able to do it on a day-to-day basis, which will get you the job. The third way I like to go about answering this question is by asking the hiring manager or recruiter what they like about working for the company. That's going to get you some more information because it's important to try and find a job where you can visualize yourself. So asking this question also lets you know about how the company culture is so that you can decide if that's going to be a good fit for you or not.
Hey guys, Whitney here. So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what happened when I was recording this video, but I totally forgot to record an ending. So here I am in audio form. Just wanted to take the time to say thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a comment below. I want to know what you thought of these answers. Do you have other ways that you go about answering? Let me know. Also, if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so I can keep making content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to check out these videos on the right so you can keep learning the tips and tricks that help me get 4 internships and a full-time job.